Miami Sports Always from two homies in Miami.
What is going on, guys? The Sports Spectator Podcast, episode 37, coming to you live. Live reactions as we currently are watching the Dolphins attempt to play American football against the Cleveland Browns. That's going sensational. We'll kind of be giving some live reactions on that. John is also here. As soon as we started hitting reporting, he almost kind of aided, attempting to get on this side of the couch. But John, how you doing, dude? Episode 37. We're almost at 40, bro. Not just in age, but also in episodes.
Yep.
How you doing, dude?
I'm doing good. This episode is sponsored unofficially by Whole Foods pomegranate cranberry juice. Thank you, Whole Foods. We'll be waiting for you when you're ready. Look at how nice this is displayed. But yeah, we're filming episode 37 on a brand new camera. Not brand new in its life, but brand new in our life. So we hope you guys enjoy, and girls, enjoy our high quality camera now. We're flexing up. 2025, you have no idea. We're about to boss up and flex up like Stormy bosses up and flexes up on the high score board of vibing. All right? So all that to be said, I'm good.
Dude, we look incredibly HD. I'm loving the camera, dude. I'm loving our setup, dude. It's just a fucking vibe in here, bro.
Always.
But
and behind the camera, there's a Christmas tree. You guys can't see that, but it's there. So just know that behind you, pause, there's Christmas vibes.
Still. Realistically speaking, when do you think that Christmas tree is coming down, John?
2026.
2026. Oh, boy. All right. So you guys can let me know, reach out to me, DM us, and you can bet the over-under whether the Christmas tree will get down before or after 2026. I'm happy to give you the odds on that. Anyways, speaking of, we got to talk about our current state, John. Well, we got a lot to talk about, first and foremost. The Miami Dolphins. All right, so in case you haven't heard, we're playing for our life right now. Our playoff chances are basically hanging in the balance of this particular game. We're watching Tyler Huntley against DTR. This game is ass. I kind of feel like I might be able to file a workers' compensation claim just by being here with you, John, and working and having to witness this game. It's currently 3-3, 4:50 left in the second quarter. John, how are we feeling right now about the Dolphins, dude? Because I got a lot of comments, but you know me. You get me started. I'm going to keep going. What are you thinking, bro?
I'm thinking right now, who is the worser team? The Cleveland Browns or the Miami Dolphins?
Is worser a word?
Right. Today it is. And this game right now is with Tyler Huntley. Are the Dolphins worse than the Browns? Who is DTR? Who is this man? I don't know who that guy even is.
You know what? He had a pretty good season, I think, 2 years ago. His first name is Dorian, first of all. I know that people just call him DTR because that's what his initials are. I know his first name is Dorian. Jamie, can you pull that up? What does a DTR stand for? That's how unremarkable this guy has been. He's sort of been like office furniture, just not very rememberable. Thompson Robinson. That's what it is. Dorian Thompson Robinson. That's who it is, and that's just because I saw it on the screen.
What do you think about this game? What do you think about the Dolphins?
Dude, this is like, if you ask me, this is like basically saying, do you want to watch me fight like a disabled individual and try to call that like a main event in the UFC? People would look at you and they'd be like, no, that's just embarrassing. Like, why would you put these two individuals and try to call it entertainment? That's what it feels like watching this game. Both teams are awful. And I mean, you guys know how I feel about Miami. I obviously love them. But holy shit, are they a pain to watch. Tyler Huntley, bro, this guy is like, I said it earlier, he's like the Timu Lamar Jackson. He's not very good. He's not very good at football. And granted, we will fully admit we are very excited to get him. Again, when Tua went down previously during the season, I was hyped about it. I was a believer, but he quickly changed my mind on that. So this team sucks, dude. Tyreek Hill just looks like he's kind of checked out. It looks like he's just kind of clocking in on Sundays, catching a paycheck. I don't really know what these guys are playing for because even if we win this game, we got to beat the Jets next season. And then all these other teams got to lose. We're not holding our own. We're not controlling our own destiny. And realistically speaking, John, do we even want to go to the playoffs? Let's ask ourselves that.
I don't, actually. I don't. Is Denver the only team that has to lose again, or does the Chargers also?
So Denver has to lose against the Chiefs, and then Indianapolis. Well, they lost today, so we actually got that guy.
They only need to lose one more time.
We've already secured that. So Indianapolis just had to lose the next one of the next
now
two
if
games.
we win out, we're good.
So if we win out, and assuming the Chiefs win and beat Denver, then we're good. Which could actually happen because Carson Wentz is going to be playing, is my understanding. So that would be insane if we somehow squeak into the playoffs. That's just like the equivalent of, I don't know, like a preschooler somehow getting into 11. Like you would see that situation and you're like, how did that occur? How did you manage to get into this club? There are so many reasons why you shouldn't be here, but yet you are. Something in the system is clearly broken as to how this young child got into this strip club. That's what the Miami Dolphins going into the playoffs feels like. We're frauds, bro.
Why is Tua not playing?
That's another great question, and I'm glad that you brought that up. Let me ask you that, John, before I give my take. Why is Tua not playing? What do you think about that?
I actually have no idea. I think I saw that something with his hip.
It is his hip.
So, I mean, I don't know. The Miami Dolphins need to draft a quarterback in this next draft, and they should trade up and draft Cam Ward, keep him in Miami. And that's what they should have done last season. They should have drafted a quarterback as a backup to build upon. They would have had such great times to build upon a rookie quarterback this season. So do it next season. First pick.
So here's my rebuttal on that. And I 1,000% agree. I would love that. But the thing is, what you got to remember is Chris Greer still the general manager. And what you suggested is a move that would actually make sense. It would hype up morale and would probably make our team a lot more fun to watch. So because that would be a good move, inherently it won't get done. And we will most likely draft a right guard from some D2 school that you've probably never heard of as our first round pick. And we'll call him, a project. We'll say he's boom or bust. He'll probably end up being mediocre, and then we'll probably trade him 3 years down the line, most likely to a conference rival, where he will then ultimately go to become a Pro Bowl right guard, and probably, we'll trade him to the Patriots, and he'll end up being the reason why Drake May ends up winning a Super Bowl before Tua ever even wins a playoff game. Most likely how I end up seeing that going, but I'm obviously very pessimistic. Going back to your original question, why is Tua not playing? My understanding is, yes, you are correct. It is his hip. Unlike Shakira, Tua's hips are constantly lying. They just do not know how to tell the truth.
He's just like me for real. My hips are just not meant to be playing football.
Your hips also not tell the truth?
No.
They lie constantly?
They lie. Well, they tell the truth in that they're immobile. Yeah. That's where I'm at.
That's where you're at. Dude, I got to say it. Tua's soft. He's soft.
All I can say is draft the quarterback. That's really all I can say. I mean, Cam Ward in Miami makes so much sense. It makes so much sense. He has his experience here. He's a leader. He's a baller. He can run. He can throw. His pocket presence is amazing. Tua's pocket presence, let's just assume it's fucked up. When you have so many sacked injuries and problems like that, you get spooked. Cam Ward is the complete opposite of that. I think Cam Ward would be awesome.
Did you see that play where he just looked crazy relaxed?
Yeah, he
in
just
the pocket
there like Ashton Gianti.
He's literally just tossed it. Oh, hey, what's up? You're open.
That's obviously a lot of credit to his line, but Cam Ward is him. And I think he would be an amazing rookie quarterback in the NFL. Don't need to take him to do too much, but if you put him in a place to succeed, I think he'd do amazing. And especially with receivers like Tyreek Hill and Waddle, he could improvise and really make plays happen in the NFL.
And you think the Dolphins, because you mentioned put him in a place that will allow him to succeed. And you think this Miami Dolphins organization, you would consider it a place that one could succeed.
If we had a quarterback that was consistently playing and could be built around, yes, the Miami Dolphins would be playing. If Tua was able to play this season without interruption and huge drama of an injury and all this stuff again, the Miami Dolphins are probably a good team. But I think that the defense has been giving up. And everyone's just giving up because there's no consistency around it. But once again, I'll go back to this. If they fucking drafted a rookie quarterback last season to kind of build upon, it'd be great. But that opens the door to Cam Ward in this next coming season. I really hope that's what happens. I'm going to transition this real quick. Do you think Shedeur Sanders is a better quarterback than Cam Ward? And why the fuck do people think that? Dude, they're getting blown out by Mormon YU University.
It's because now social media presence equates somehow to skill on the field. And that's all I think Shedeur Sanders brought to the field. Big Daddy Dion was obviously hyping him up. He's got 2 kids on there.
Masterclass job by Dion Sr.
Literally.
His kids. I mean, he's an awesome dad, but, bro, you're tripping. The I think Shador Sanders had a better season. He clearly people don't think that because Cam Ward won the awards, but like, then why would you draft Shador Sanders above Cam Ward? If he like, I think your point makes the most sense where it's on the clout and like you're honestly it's like a backup plan for if he doesn't do good, at least he has so much publicity to kind of like earn money around and Deion Sanders to earn money around and like get that publicity and notoriety. It's worth taking him higher than an actual better quarterback.
It puts asses on seats, John. That's all it is. You know, you draft a name like that coming out of college, exciting, electric quarterback that again builds a lot of publicity and there's a lot of talk around him. That's going to put butts in seats. Now, whether that actually translates to team success, that's obviously going to vary. But I understand the move as an owner. You know, because at the end of the day, every quarterback you draft is a gamble. But at least if you draft Shador Sanders, you can probably guarantee yourself that you're going to be putting more butts to seats as opposed to drafting the quarterback that, yes, technically might be a better one, but may not necessarily bring as much attention. So, for example, I do think for the Raiders, for example, drafting Shador Sanders, that's probably one that would make sense. Now, to your original question, do I think he's better than Cam Ward? Absolutely not. I've been the biggest supporter of Cam Ward on this podcast, even since week one of college. All right, maybe not since week one. I'm really gaslighting myself because obviously, but over the span of the college football season, he really grew on me. Pause, no diddy.
Pause. Big pause.
So no, I don't think Shador Sanders is better than Cam Ward, and I would love to have him in this Miami Dolphins organization. But as
sick, it'd be so cool.
But as I've said on record, that actually would be a smart move. So most likely that will not be what occurs. We'll most likely end up drafting, a fucking long snapper or a placeholder with our first round pick and somehow think that that's going to save our organization. So, best of luck to Cam Ward. Congratulations, by the way, to Cam Ward for winning the Super Bowl with undoubtedly another AFC East team. Because
what? Yeah. Oh, I was like, what are you talking about?
That's just how these things roll out. We're gonna miss him. We're not gonna get him. He's probably gonna go play for another division rival. Probably take them to the Super Bowl, and again, all of that will happen in the span of Tua probably even getting close to sniffing a playoff victory. And people on Twitter will continue defending him, saying that Tua is elite, that you just got to get him this, you got to get him that, and just start putting him in what-if situations. By the way, Tua would probably be like a first-round Hall of Famer if football games were won on if statements. He's probably the best if quarterback in existence.
Sadly, that's what it's turning into, where I just had a revelation, and this hurts me to say, but I'm going to say it. Tua Tagovailoa is an elite backup NFL quarterback. Put him on any team as the backup. If the main quarterback goes down, Tua is going to be like Ryan Fitzpatrick in his prime backup days where he just slings it. But unfortunately, it's been proven, like, you just can't, like I said, another one of my favorite quotes, all I say are facts. Some people hate them, some people love them, but they're always facts. Tua can't complete a full season. And, like, you just can't be a Super Bowl winning or even a playoff game winning quarterback without some form of consistency. So, Tua Tagovailoa, new backup quarterback of the Miami Dolphins. Cam Ward coming into the Miami Dolphins in the 2025 season. And if not that, may the gods of sport hear me. Cam Ward to the Dallas Cowboys. Welcome to Dallas, Cam Ward.
And congratulations to Cam Ward probably somehow winning a Super Bowl with them, most likely.
That would be cool. I would appreciate that.
Realistically speaking, John, most likely what would occur is that Cam Ward would be drafted by a team. Tua would probably go be the backup to that team. And then that team, again, would win the Super Bowl. Whoever that team would
be elite. I can see that happening too. And then, like the Miami Dolphins, this draft, like take a fourth round quarterback from some like big West school. Probably. Or maybe Chris Greer gets fired. How do GM contracts work? Is he like on a contract? Does he get fired? Is like a buyout clause? How do we get Stormy into the GM seat?
I have a hot take. I think Chris Greer has some dirt on Stephen Ross. I think that's what it is. It is baffling. It is mind-numbingly
stories with Chris Greer and Stephen Ross for sure.
Yeah, like he has to have some dirt on Stephen Ross. There's no other explanation as to why this guy has not been let go. John, if at your day job, if you consistently were just not delivering on what you were supposed to do, you were consistently missing meetings, just kind of eating shit at work, and you weren't getting fired, most people would say, what the fuck's going on? I want that job.
Yes, that's what Stormy says most every night.
So it's very baffling to me. Chris Greer, you can come on record, or you can off the record as well. You can let us know what is the dirt that you have on Stephen Ross. I would love to know, because I quite frankly don't understand how you still have a job. It's baffling to me. You're terrible at your job. You're consistently missing them. I legitimately think that we could probably get Stormy. Even we could literally put random balls in a pit and just put like future draft pick names in there.
That would be an awesome
and then
idea.
When it's her turn, let her pick it. And I bet you that would probably be a better result than the picks that Chris Greer has had.
That would be an amazing video.
Yeah.
Just like amazing content.
Yeah. Just like, fuck it. Like, leave it up to chance at this point. Like, have you ever heard of the experiment where someone, I can't remember all the details, but I think it was like someone basically had a bunch of monkeys like pick random stocks.
Yes.
And everything they picked ended up outperforming like what professional analysts were selecting.
They done that. They did like the octopus picking like the World Cup winners in matchups. They did like there was like a Yorkie dog. They did like this.
Yeah.
And, like they did pretty good. I agree. Yeah.
Like, let's leave it up to chance. Like, let's get a fucking ball pit.
Let's test destiny.
Yeah, like, let's get a fucking ball pit. Just put, like, all of the QBs, you know, by the time we're getting on the clock, like, all of the ones that are available, and let Stormy pick the future of the Miami Dolphins. And I feel like that would work better. Because clearly getting analysis from so-called professionals has not been working for the past 2 decades. So, fucking leave it to my girl Stormy. I bet you she would do a better job.
Yep,
you know?
She's dreaming about it right now. Look at her. She's like, I'm picking the balls right now.
She's just going to pick one, and whichever one looks the best, she's like, fuck it, that's who I'm going to go with. And that's the future of this franchise. And I would trust that pick significantly more than whatever Chris Greer is going to inevitably cook up. You know, who let bro cook? That's all I got to say. But yeah, we're ass. Tyler Huntley he's miserable to watch. Look at that. Jesus Christ. Okay, first down. So fuck you, Tyler Huntley. Of course, you would make me look bad on the moment that I'm trying to shit on you. Still very atrocious.
This is such a bad game. I'm so glad I haven't been paying any attention to it. For context, it's 3-3 right now, and the first half is just about to come to an end. It's in Cleveland, and what a disaster.
This is very bad football. This is.
I feel like it's getting to the point where like we should just have someone else play quarterback. Like I've said before, the real lineup that we should be doing is the triple wishbone, or like the triple option with Tyler Huntley, Devon Achane, and Tua, Tua or Mozart. Like that should be the lineup. Or I wish Braxton Berrios was there. You know, Braxton Berrios is like a backyard scrambling quarterback out there. This is trash.
I would be happier watching that, because at least that would be entertaining. It's just, what are we playing for at this point?
The playoffs.
Which
we are playing for the playoffs.
Like, we're not going to win. We're going to be playing a road game, most likely in cold weather, as, you know, if we somehow manage to squeak in as the last seeded team. So it's like, what are we doing here, guys? Like, at this point, like, do something crazy. Yeah, triple wildcat option. Like, fuck it, bro. Like, take a field goal from, like, you know, 70 yards out. Like, let Jason Sanders hang his dick out.
Whoa. Look at Tua's hair. That's fucking awesome. That's cool.
You think that's a good look, John?
I wish I could have hair like that. That's my dream. If I had a magic genie, this is gonna be a great clip. I would be like, yo, one of my wishes, give me dreadlocks with the braids, like the Jamaican island. Like, I just don't have enough hair, and my hair is thin. So Tua, shout out to Tua. With that being said, maybe that's what I needed to turn the corner on Tua. Maybe Tua is back. Maybe we win this game. Tua's taking a break, and he brings us to one playoff win. That really turned things around for me.
Because of the hair?
Yes. He's locked in. If you've got your hair looking good, that means you care. If your hair's not looking good, you don't care. So that means Tua cares.
Interesting. That is I could roll with that, maybe depending on how Tua's hair looks on a particular day.
Yes. The correlation to the we're so back equals Tua's hair swag. The more swag, the more we're back.
So the fact that we just saw him, you saw him walking around, John, right?
I saw him walking around.
His hips were lying, bro. Like I said,
he was standing. He was able to stand.
He seemed pretty good. So what is going on there? Like, I don't know if Tua is soft. I don't know who ultimately made the decision to sit him out. I feel very confident. As much as I have shat on Tua, During my time here on this particular episode, I'm very confident that if he was the one playing, this fucking game would not be 3-3. Like, there would be something a little, or 6-3 now. We just scored a goal. Jason Sanders
elite.
I used to be a big Jason Sanders hater, but he's been very consistent lately. So he's
been doing it for me on fantasy. He's been on the starting roster for like weeks now. Oh, what does Mike have to say? Those glasses are sick.
Why is he? It's just. I mean, I get why he's wearing a hoodie now because it's obviously cold. Like,
you just hate him.
Why just? Does he not own contact lenses?
I'm glasses only. I don't have any contact lenses. You're just picking out things to hate about him. He's in a 20-degree weather. Why the fuck is he wearing a sweatshirt and a hat?
Yeah, so somehow, you know what? I will give Mike McDaniel credit where credit is due, because somehow anytime he's wearing a hoodie, it's never appropriate. Because even, I'm assuming it's like...
He should be in a jacket.
Yeah, like he should be in a heavy jacket. Somehow the hoodie is always inappropriate. Even in this cold fucking weather, you used to look at it and you're like, he should be more layered up. Why is he only wearing a hoodie? Whereas when he's in Miami, you're like, why the fuck is he wearing a hoodie? So somehow his like outfit of choice is never appropriate for the day, you know? Like, look good, feel good, play good. He's not doing any of that. Like, he doesn't look good, probably doesn't feel good, which is probably explains why we play like shit half the time. I don't know, dude. Just get Mike McDaniel. Like, I don't know, man. Like, bring bullying back into schools. I don't know. That
was a great highlight reel for your hater first
fan second, dude. Like I said, dude, it's anything is acceptable. When you're winning, I will accept anything. Like, you could literally like have been on the record that you abused your dog, but if you were winning a Super Bowl, I'd be like, well, maybe the dog was kind of shitty. Like, maybe it was maybe the dog deserved it. Like,
facts.
We need both sides of the story.
I heard this. I know it's a fact, first of all, because it just spreads across generations of humanity. But that happened with Andy Reid. If you look up some stuff with Andy Reid's family and the Kansas City Chiefs, like, there's a lot of juicy storylines there. I won't put it on camera because you know. But yeah. It's crazy. So yeah, winning solves and saves lives.
Winning solves. It saves everything. I mean, right, Stormy?
Stormy agrees. She's like, yeah.
Like, what is your hot take? No, oh, I'm sorry, I disturbed her from her nap. It's just like, fuck you guys. Like, you're all too loud. Like, dude, what a life. I wish I was Stormy. She probably doesn't. She probably even isn't aware of what like NFL football is, and just...
She loves football. Stormy loves football. She's a football girl. I was not kidding when we were talking about her taking Chris Greer's spot. She knows ball.
Yeah, she did pick. When it was one of our earlier episodes, she did pick, I believe it was the Super Bowl winner. She picked something right.
Chiefs, yeah, Super Bowl.
Yeah, like, she did pick that right. So, believe it or not.
Again for this year. We should do it for the College Football Playoff and for the Super Bowl.
We should. And then we'll also have a special where Stormy will be picking some draft names. We'll see if we manage to do that.
Let's wrap this up with this question. Who is your college football
playoff winner? Unfortunately, I believe I said Ohio State during an earlier episode. I think that's probably who gets it, if I'm being realistic.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be Georgia, but they don't have Carson Beck anymore, the hope killer. But yeah, I see Ohio State or Oregon. Oregon looks really good. So does Ohio State. So I'm gonna go Oregon, because for my boy Joe, who's an Oregon fan, I'll go Oregon.
Fair. I think maybe I'm a little biased against Oregon right now because Javon Holland, who went to Oregon, has been pretty mediocre this particular season, so maybe I'm just kind of biased against them.
I didn't know that he went there.
He did go there, indeed. Yeah, learned something new. So maybe that's indicative of Oregon's secondary, that they may not be very good. But who knows? But I will make it. I will make it official. Ohio State takes it all. That is my particular pick. What were we on topic? We've just been all over the place. But yeah, man. It's not looking good for us Dolphins.
We're winning.
Are we? Are we actually winning? Yeah, man. I'm not feeling hopeful. Playoffs are probably going to stink. Like I said, dude, we're going to be the equivalent of an 11-year-old, a 7-year-old getting into 11. Everyone's just going to look at us and they're like, "How did you manage to get in here, young man?" Like, this is for people that know what they're doing, that got their shit together. You should not be here. That's what we got going on.
What are your hopes and dreams and goals for the new year, 2025?
My hopes and dreams? Keep making podcast episodes. John, do we want to drop a small tidbit since we're talking about 2025? I know we don't have it all together, but Go Gal is coming back.
Gold Gala's coming back. I don't know what I want to say about it, but it's going to be big, and it's going to be exponentially bigger than last year, or I guess this year technically still.
Yeah.
But it's going to be back. We're going to be back, and it's going to be popping. It's going to be absolutely popping.
We're obviously keeping it very much under wraps, but this felt as good a time as ever to start making the announcement. So get hyped. We'll, of course, be releasing more information on that as the weeks continue. But yeah, this felt good. And I feel like if we're talking about New Year's resolution is fucking just keep killing it with Gold Gala, bro.
Fuck it, we ball.
Yeah, fuck it, we ball. All right. John, what else do we have to talk about?
I think nothing. I think just kind of wish everybody a Happy New Year if you listen to this far. Not many people probably have, maybe one or two.
We appreciate you.
We appreciate you greatly. Stormy appreciates you. And yeah, happy holidays and Happy New Year.
Stormy, if you think that Chris Greer is going to get his shit together or get fired in the next year, please keep napping. And she continues napping, so...
Chris Greer, out!
Either he's out or he gets his shit together. Good episode, boys.
Peace.